It has been a time the Nigerian Women Football League, as expected, the Super Six will be coming up, and just have the fact that 16th of this month, or the 16th that will be playing the NWFL Super Six will be jostling for honor at the Samuel Ogbomudia Stadium in Benin City. Nigeria Excels, Nasarawa Amazon, not forgetting Delta Queens, Bayelsa Queens, Rivers Angels will all be there to fight for who win the league for this season. Welcome you on the show, 360 Sport on Trust TV. I am Adeni Ajishafe. That's the first story we'll be looking at, alongside Jide Olushola is here with me to talk this evening concerning sport. Good to have you, Jide.
Yeah, good evening. Good evening.
Good one. Yeah. And I have Chuks Azu, who's also part of the crew to talk about sport. Good to have you this evening.
Thank you very much. Good evening, Nigerians.
Good one. Now let's start from the home scene. We talk about the NWFL Super Six coming up by 16th of May. Benin will be a goal for 6 teams that will be fighting for the Super Six. As I mentioned earlier, these 6 teams are right now buying players here and there. Bayelsa Queens, Rivers Angels are all trying to get players. In fact, news reaching out is that Onome Ebi could be joining Rivers Angels. Bayelsa Queens, they've also acquired some players. Nigeria Tells, Nasarawa Amazons, all these teams are ready for action. They want to see who wins the league, and to couple it, to actually crown it all, is the fact that NWFL also had a good one, because now they have a sponsor of the competition. Toscan Energy will be the sponsor of the competition, and that will be nice because they said they will be at least making sure kits are available courtesy of this particular coming from the corporate support of Toscan Energy concerning the NWFL. And the good thing is that that will go a long way to push our sport, talking about the women, because for a while it has not been easy when it comes to women football in Nigeria, but as it is, they have a support, and let's see how these 6 teams will be fighting for honors. Jide, you look at the Super Six coming up, and a lot of clubs are beginning to move around. NWFL fixing up the duel that having between the 6 clubs, and also having a sponsor.
Yeah, it's a good one for the women football in Nigeria. We know how we don't pay too much attention to women football, but it's a good one that the Aisha Falodele team has gotten a sponsor. But my whole issue right now is that, which I still find a little bit not comfortable with, is that the details of the contract signed with Toscan Energy has not been revealed. We only know there's a multi-million-dollar deal. How many years? How much? It's still struggling.
It's just the way ITO issue came up.
It's still safety with the men's football happening with the women's football too. But by and large, I'm happy that at least this sponsor will kit the 6 teams, and of course the terminal will be shared among the top 3. Just to bring up, let us see the way, let us see more investment, more patronage for women's football. We can see what Canada is enjoying, what US is enjoying. Nigeria, we are doing very well when it comes to women's football. So I think they should enjoy the same patronage the men's football enjoy as well too, so that we can at least get money from all sides of the coin.
Now, the fact that, the NWFL, Nigerian Football League, right now, as we speak, they have a sponsor for the Super Six. They will be kitting them, and the winner of the Super Six will be going home with 5 million naira, while the second position will get 3 million, the third position will get 2 million. For all the 6 teams will be kitted up by the sponsor of the competition, Toscan Energy. We also have it with ITO Cup, that's the Federation's Cup, where for some years now, ITO Cup has been named actually after the sponsors. But for the way the ladies always make Nigerians happy when it comes to achieving internationally, it's high time we deem it fit by giving much support to Women League in Nigeria. Good one coming from NWFL board there, led by Aisha Falode, having that particular feat to achieve. Now we move away from NWFL. We quickly go straight to talk about the nationwide League One fixtures that is actually coming up for this evening. Matches are ongoing as we speak. Let's look at those matches are being played right now. Bro City FC, they play against Emedinho FC. Buruj FC play away to Lekki United. It's ongoing over there in Lagos. Abre Sport Biatum against Easywell FC, as Ilaji FC will be hosting, they are hosting rather, Oluki Smith FC. J Atete Feeders, Nordic FC, Chimuski FC versus Dynamite Force. Setraco will be playing against Oyibe FC, while you have Kanta Warriors will be actually hosting FC Chika Malami. Matawale Maradun away to Jedo Academy, and you have Mighty Jet Feeders of Jos playing at home against Rabam FC. Those are the fixtures that are actually coming up in the Nationwide League One, the third tier of Nigerian League, and this is where you get a lot of talents that are very raw, crude, untapped. This is the league where a lot of them always come up to showcase their talent, and we hope that the best legs will be getting from this league for them to move to the Nigerian National League, second tier, and also moving to the MPFL. Fixtures coming up are rather ongoing in Nigeria in the third tier league. Now we talk about the Nationwide League there. Let's look at the NNL. NNL also will be having a match coming up between Crown FC for Ogbomoso there. They will be playing against Bayelsa United in the rescheduled fixture of match day 7 between the two clubs. That match will be coming up there in Ogbomoso, and Bayelsa United, they will be there to do justice to that game. Also actually ongoing too in Ogbomoso in the NNL, the second tier of Nigerian League. Anytime we look at our league, a lot of people love foreign league, yes, but we have to talk about ours. If we don't, no one will do that for us. We have to push our own league, be it the MPFL, La Liga, be it Nationwide League One, be it NNL, Nigerian National League, the second tier, and also the MPFL, not forgetting the Women League, the Championship, NWFL Championship, NWFL Nationwide, and also NWFL Women Football League. We have to continue to push for all this sport. Earlier on today, we talked about the handball, FCT Handball League starting in Abuja, and a lot of competition across Nigeria. Over there in Birnin-Kebbi, you have the beach soccer players are enjoying themselves playing beach soccer. Just yesterday, the wrestler, they come over there in Bayelsa State. They ended the National Classic Tag Diri National Wrestling Classics, where a lot of wrestlers were able to use that platform to compete in that sport called wrestling. We have to look at table tennis, taekwondo, karate, so many sports that Nigerians are into, and they are really thriving. Not forgetting tech ball and also five-a-side football, a lot of sport. We have to always bring all this to you for you to know that Nigerians are doing all this sport, not every time foreign sport. Now, but we have to look at the big one that is happening tonight. That's why Jide and Azuz will be giving us much concerning UEFA Champions League between Real Madrid and Manchester City. Their match will be coming up tonight. And the big thing is the fact that the first leg ended 3-2 in favor of the Citizens, that's Manchester City at the Etihad Stadium. But for tonight, at the Santiago Bernabeu, the Los Merengues will be hosting the Citizens, talking about Manchester City. We'll take it one by one, as I will be starting from Chuks Azu. Now, Liverpool are there, they've qualified. The big one happening tonight at the Santiago Bernabeu is between Real Madrid and Manchester City. Let me start with this. Do you think, or do you see Real Madrid winning this game?
The thing is, the moment Real Madrid were let off the hook, they stand a chance. What do I mean by letting off the hook? In the first leg, you could see the first 20 minutes. Man City ran racks around them, controlled the game, had beautiful scoring opportunities. I think they were just not lucky to take their chances. So the moment they were also generous to concede those cheeky goals, you can see how Benzema scored from that lofted ball from Mendy, and then the second goal from Vinicius Junior, and then the penalty, which was almost awarded for nothing, out of nowhere. So the moment this happened and the deficit was just 1-0, 4-3 aggregate so far, I think Real Madrid has a great chance going into the second leg today.
Okay, that's how you see it, that Real Madrid have, but you are not giving any chance to Manchester City.
Manchester City is one of the
because
most...
I recall in the morning you were saying when Eniton said it could end in a draw, you actually bought into that idea.
Yes, because I don't see...
And if it ends in draw, that means Man City qualifies.
Yeah, Man City stands a good chance, but I don't see them going to Madrid and roll over Real Madrid so easily.
Who says? After all, Real Madrid did it against Chelsea. After all, Villarreal shocked Bayern, shocked Juventus. Who says it can't happen?
And nearly shocked Liverpool yesterday.
So,
Now, well, it is football. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. So I believe the two teams are lost trust. And they play expansive.
I wouldn't want you to
football.
sit on the fence by playing safe. I want you to be like, okay, are you support? Because now I know Jide's body is already tilted. He's a Real Madrid fan. No, you can't take that away. So I want you to be on the side of Manchester City.
Okay.
Don't favor Jide here.
Yeah, Manchester City, if they can take consolation from what they did, I think it was inspiring for a team that has never won the Champions League.
I don't know him.
To do that in Etihad, I think they can look at that game again. If they can replicate that first 20 minutes, I think they can go through. I think so.
Let's see what the all-white supporter will say.
Okay, fine. The first game was very, very interesting. That was, at least to me, that was one of the best games so far in this competition this season. Yes, it's right that the first 20 minutes, Man City were all over Madrid. Within 2 minutes, 2 goals. Within 11 minutes, 2 goals. So that was shocking. But by the time Real Madrid came on board, they got themselves back. Of course, it was quite late. And now we have won the league. Now, I'm speaking as a Madrid fan now. Now we have won the league. So there's no more pressure of any league game any longer. Man City
so attention is on Champions League.
Man City still has the league to play. Yes. So, and again, Liverpool is just behind them by 1 point. So Madrid has won the league. So that was out of competition. So now the focus is now on the Champions League, and they are coming to Santiago Bernabeu. That's almost like our fortress. Yes, Chelsea came. They tried to win. Of course, they did their best. But of course, the first leg helped us out. But with the kind of Ancelotti will not make that same mistake he made against Chelsea to repeat itself, and I just see Madrid, of course, they're going to, yes, Man City will try to score goals, definitely. Guardiola is one guy that attacks anyhow, but I still see Madrid, getting the goals done. They will qualify for the finals and meet Liverpool. That one is certain. That one, I'm 100% confident that. Yeah, he said the third goal was by, the penalty was by luck. No. It was clear foul. It was clear foul. It was through a build-up, and of course, we got the penalty. So penalty is also part of the game. If you make any mistake, whether cheeky goals or mistake goals or clear, whatever, at least goals come through mistakes.
By mistakes, yes.
All the goals, so, okay, look at Liverpool against Villarreal yesterday night. Trent, of all persons, waited for the ball to come to him, but then this guy came and scored header. So goals come from mistakes. So I expect that Man City will make mistakes tonight. Madrid will also make mistakes as well too. It is bound to happen, but then I still see Madrid qualify for the finals tonight.
Okay, now from what we have seen now, even though mistake will happen, but you still believe that Real Madrid will carry the day?
At Santiago Bernabeu, with over 90,000 fans behind them, shouting, screaming their names, they will drown every effort of the citizens. They'll go back to Man City.
What if that did not? That doesn't deter the Man City players, and they just decide to come out?
They will play under pressure because they want to go to the finals for the second time in a row. So they will play under that pressure. Madrid is not going to play under any form of pressure at all. There will be no pressure.
Remember, they are actually trailing
4-3 by a goal. It can easily come back from the goal down. Luckily for Man City, there's no the way goals rule has been cancelled. Luckily for them, but they can easily come back from a goal and of course get the 1 goal behind 2 goals. Look up.
Okay, now if you look at the players, Man City, Real Madrid, you can all say, okay, this particular set of players are not. Both of them seem to be equal to the task.
Yes.
Both teams are very, very good. You can't pick a particular team. That this is the best squad. They have the best squad. They don't have that Villarreal-Liverpool match was a kind of you can say 60-40 before the game. Yeah. But for these, you can't pick either of the team that this is the best. Both of them, they are equal to the task. Now, we are looking at player to player now.
Okay.
From your side, we know Benzema seems to be outstanding.
Completely outstanding.
Now,
Very outstanding.
if you place him beside Kevin De Bruyne also,
They can't place him.
no, wait, what I'm trying to say is that they don't have an outstanding striker the way Real Madrid are banking on Benzema. But Kevin De Bruyne seems to be the main man of Manchester City. That when you think of Manchester City, the first player that comes to your mind is Kevin De Bruyne. And whenever he's in the game, expect fireworks. Tonight, I hope he won't be the one to bury Real Madrid.
Oh, don't forget that we have one evergreen Luka Modric, who can always, close his eyes and give those kind of passes.
What if he closes his eyes today and it's not seen?
No, you'll be seen. And then remember the first leg, Casemiro was absent.
So he's available tonight.
It's available tonight to hold that defensive midfield role. And of course, Casemiro is a beast when it comes to such. So it's going to be against Kante tonight. Casemiro Kante. And of course, Casemiro will do the job. Then Toni Kroos and Modric, they're there to do the passes, do the damages. While Vinicius and Rodrigo, the young Brazilian talent, both Brazilians come from the wings, and Benzema, who is always around the field to finish the job.
I love the fact that saying is always easy to say, let's lead the action, because now the Rodrigo that you are talking about, remember, if you look at Manchester City, that's why I said player to player, they are equal to the task. Yes. You go to the midfield of Manchester City, it begins to look at those players, be like, wow, okay, at the front, they may not have a top striker, a 9, but almost everybody can score in Man City. Almost everyone. Yeah. Gabriel Jesus, you think of every player there, whoever they put there, Sterling, they are equal to the task. You look at their defense, wow, these guys are ready. Their goalkeeper, that's why it's a bit tough.
Their goalkeeper sometimes can make some silly mistakes, but they love to play from the back. And sometimes he gets careless at some point, because probably while trying to build up on the back, he makes mistakes, which Benzema is always very, very sharp at that point, because once you close it down, once you close the keeper down, he gets confused easily. Okay,
good. Let's hear from Chooks now. Now, from your own angle of analyzing this particular match, how would you say the two teams now, who would you rate that will perform better most in this evening?
One thing you cannot take away is that today's game is a big stage for Kevin De Bruyne. And incidentally, Liverpool is already in the finals, and Man City and Real Madrid are trying to play out the remaining leg. These are the three teams where the Ballon d'Or winner will emerge this season, from Mohamed Salah, Kevin De Bruyne, and Benzema. So I would not be disappointed or surprised if De Bruyne takes this stage to demonstrate, because where else can you show your class than at the 100,000 capacity Bernabeu? So I see it's an audition for Kevin De Bruyne. He's going to turn up and he's going to do extremely well in today's game. But I have my preference for the award. I have my preference, and I think, to be fair, if Real Madrid scales through, I think Benzema will take the award. But if they don't, De Bruyne is in. So, game player to player, they are equally matched. In the midfield, they will match each other. And do not forget that last season, when Chelsea defeated Man City in the finals, the fundamental mistake Guardiola made was that defensive midfield. He didn't start with a holding midfielder. This time around, in the last game, you saw the way he removed Stones and brought in Fernandinho. Of course, Fernandinho cost the second goal when the younger Vinicius sailed the dummy and they escaped. He couldn't catch up to him. But starting from the beginning, I think he will want to hold down the threat of Casemiro, who is returning, and Modric and Kroos. You need that experience in that middle of the pack. So they have equal match, and then Bernardo Silva is a threat with the way he moves the ball in transitional areas, and he can shoot from outside the 80-yard areas also. He's dangerous. And then you know that in box striking, Jesus is dangerous as well. And then you have De Bruyne, who is like a box-to-box midfielder. And then you can see the wing backs, they are young. Zinchenko from the left. And then Kyle Walker is not playing, but
coming back.
No, he may not be fit enough. I think he may not be fit enough.
And if he doesn't come back, if he doesn't play, it gives room for Vinicius to attack man because there's nobody that can replace Kai Walker at that point.
What does this player, Ruben Diaz, a standing player?
He's an outstanding player, but he can't compare his quality without Kai Walker.
I'm sure you are going to support Real Madrid.
Vinicius, whoever is going to be at that point, that Vinicius role is going to suffer tonight.
Seriously?
Yes.
Vinicius is also error prone.
If they bring Bernabeu,
just listen to what he said now. He said
he's a young guy.
Error prone.
Of course, he takes his decisions late, but when his head touches rightly, he does well. And tonight his head will touch right because he has to get that to that finals for Madrid. Now,
if you take it coach by coach, Guardiola and Ancelotti, we know that to some extent Ancelotti is reserved and experienced and all that. Then you can't take anything away also from Guardiola.
Of course.
He has, despite the fact that at times he fidgets and all that, but he has been able to do well for Manchester City, for Bayern, for Barcelona. But looking at the antecedent before this game, a lot of people would tilt toward Ancelotti for his calmness and his experience and all that. But Azu, for tonight, the best manager for you?
Honestly, I would go for Ancelotti because
why?
He's still basking in the league he won last year.
Of winning the league.
Yeah, the La Liga is massive because these people were defeated 4-0 by Barcelona. How he managed to turn it is unbelievable. And you could see what they did against Chelsea. They just went for what they needed. They lost, but then they went for what they needed. I don't see, like he said, the pressure may not be there. The pressure, it doesn't look like the pressure will be there. And he's experienced. He has been at all the elite clubs in the world. I don't see him messing up or making that very mistake that could cost them the finals.
Okay, so for Guardiola, who we know at times could be very shaky, so possibly he could do those errors of at times when he saw his wrong player or something happened, the one he features, there's always that, you see that little mistakes from him.
Yeah,
but
he's going to tweak his squad very well today. I see it, but it is them against the whole crowd. I think that's where the game will be decided.
Now our time is almost up. Let's listen to any goal margin from you.
All I know is that the two teams will score. I don't want to predict. I don't want to predict the scores.
The two teams will score.
Both teams are going to score. They are attacking teams. They will score. They play the same 4-3-3.
Yes.
It's open and it's very fluid. I think they will get goals.
So it will be 1-1 or 2-2?
I won't predict. Let the better team win.
3-1 in favor of Madrid.
3-1.
Yeah.
I expect that.
Don Carlo will do the magic tonight.
Don Carlo.
He's not. No, if you saw that picture of him when they won the league with his.
Let's not go there. Well, we just have to go now because the gentlemen this have been talking concerning Real Madrid versus Manchester City at the Santiago Bernabeu tonight. Citizen versus Los Merengues. A big match tonight between Guardiola and Carlo Ancelotti, the one they call Don Carlo now, and also all the star players will be showcasing their skills there. Let's see who blinks for us and face Liverpool. That's it on 360 Sport on Trust TV. I've been at least having Jide Olushola and Chooks. As good to have you guys.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
And we all have to go now, as we always say, that sport is fitness and business. I am Adeni Achichafe. Thanks for watching.